Adam, what are you doing?
That's my new theme song that I wrote for you. It's not quite there, but next week it's going to be. I'm going to have it.
I already have a theme song. James, what's he doing?
You don't even better theme
I
song.
told you not to let him come.
Your last theme song didn't happen on the screen. Nobody could tell where the music was
Alright, okay, fine, everybody. Welcome to Dear Rick Gold with your host, me, HoveLand's Rick Gold. This is the show where we take your questions and dispense our kind of thoughtful opinions on what you may or probably should not do. Every week we invite a personality of sorts, a general hobo off the street, a lighthearted individual with a general sense of humor, and we ask them to participate in the conversation that you, the viewers, give us. This week, we have the Marvin the Martian of St. John Comedy. We have the Sloth of...
Your rug's kind of getting in my way.
We got nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, John Forward. Host of... No, John, what are you doing? John.
Oh, what?
No, you sit up here, buddy.
This is you're doing your show from a seat?
Yes, well, you don't lie down on the floor. He's
All
also
right.
the host of the John Floorward podcast, where you can see John lying on the floor talking about things that, are generally of interest to him and tens of people.
27, usually.
27.
That's what we aim for at the
Excellent.
John Forward show.
So do you know why I feel good about that statement?
Why?
Because the average viewership of this show is roughly twice yours, at about 52 to 53.
Well then, good for you, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased. So
You brought me on here to brag about your hits.
So did you join the Communist Party? What's
I just
with
wanted
this?
to get comfortable here on the whatever the hell show this is.
This is Dear Rick Gold.
I don't have any Playboy Bunny jammies, but I got these blue ones.
Those are pajamas?
Yeah.
I swear to God, you look like you belong working the coal mines.
Good one. Well, we don't all have just fancy silk kimonos laying around the house, Rick.
No, well, actually, I do. Who's got a... James, you got a... There we go. See, we can't have you looking like you're a member of the revolution going on there.
Yeah,
you look like you're coming straight off the ships from Cuba. So you put that on. Do we have a... James, is there a tie around? Do we have a waist tie for...
We don't have enough cultural appropriation on
Wow,
this
look
episode.
at that. That's beautiful. You
Should
fill
I
that in.
bow?
Yes, I always accept a good bow. So, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
If I were doing any better, I'm sure I wouldn't be you. But, you're doing all right. I've seen a few of your shows. We've done a couple of big shows together recently. No need to mention them, but we've done a couple of big shows together.
We have.
Yeah.
And the people loved it, and we love the people for loving it.
We love the people for love. Do you really love your audience? Because I don't. I hold them in complete contempt.
No. During the intermission, I was at the last big show. I was walking around in the audience, pretending like I was checking my phone and whatever, just making myself accessible to the masses so that they can come and tell me how great my set was, and it worked. I'm not ashamed.
It's like a page from your playbook there, Rick.
Yep, I was going there, thank you. All right, well, let's get right to it. So our first question comes from Prototyping in Port Elgin. Would you be willing to... Totist? No. Would you be... sorry, there's no space between to and test. Would you be willing to totist? Would you be willing to test my new paper condom that I invented? Would you?
Which end of the condom? Like to wear it or to receive?
Ooh. Oh. You're thinking like in action testing, right? Like.
Well, we'll have to answer both questions because it's ambiguous and we don't know which. So, to use the paper condom, I'm definitely on board with that. To have something penetrating me wrapped in paper. Doesn't sound very appealing, but then on the other hand, now that I'm saying that, I also don't feel right about subjecting somebody to that. So, unless they're asking maybe I could wear it and you receive it, is that what they're asking?
No, well, that's a different video.
Because we need enthusiastic consent for both participants.
No, that's a totally different video. That turns us into a completely different production company, and I don't think we're
All right.
there.
I didn't know what kind of show this was. I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
Well, I'm glad your mind.
Look at the outfit. I'm jumping to conclusions.
But I'm like a Hefner type. I'm like Dick for mayor. What kind of misconception?
Are we still on
could
the condom question?
Yeah.
They sent us a sample condom.
No, they didn't. Ah! God! What the hell is that?
Well, I tested it. I didn't think you were going to test it, so I gave her a go. It
Oh,
didn't work.
you gave it a go.
Oh.
It's wet. Does that
that's
mean?
disgusting.
Oh,
Well, I washed it off.
God,
I like
man!
the feel of it. It's got good texture.
That's what I did, and give it a 10 on texture, but I'm not convinced on its effectiveness.
It'd be like,
Well, this will be like an
Say
after the
it'd be
credits bonus
oh,
scene.
that's disgusting.
After the HoveLand, and then we'll have the
That's perfect.
test.
Ugh. All right. Wrestling and Restigouche asks, how do you do the reverse figure 4 leg lock?
Could you explain to me how to do the forward figure 4 leg lock? I'm not really a wrestling.
So
person.
you've got a person's got 2 legs here and a person's got 2 legs here, and they basically go like scissor style, as if they were like
Okay.
bumping uglies, like
right.
with the alternate lifestyle sort of thing. There's nothing wrong with that. And, they're kind of like this, and then they do like this, and then somebody does like this, and then somebody twists, and then some guy's on top with an arm going, and then there's another guy who can't handle it, and he's doing like this, and,
Well,
figure
you
4 leg lock.
We could go. Well, it could either be that only like upside down, or you could go the other way and do the same thing with arms. Would that be like the reverse of that? Is the reverse of a leg lock the same as a forward arm lock?
I don't know. Do I look like a
Well,
wrestling fan?
Well, then why are you putting yourself on the internet to answer questions if the answer is just I don't know? I'm not impressed.
Well, that's why I bring an expert in, like yourself, to answer these
okay.
questions. Come on, man. I gave you a kimono. Why the hell are you calling me out?
I don't know. I have a degree in physics. Do we have any physics questions? I could answer those.
Physics
Wrestling?
All right.
Wrestling question. We need to bring in John forward.
All right, listen. Okay.
Good call.
Yeah, thanks. So, our next question comes from Groovin' on Grove Hill.
That sounds familiar.
Does. I have to go to a dance, but I can't dance. What's the easiest dance to dance?
I think the I Hate Everything dance. It goes a little something like this.
You can put a fat beat into that, right?
Yeah, right, sure.
I'd pull out my phone right now, but these pajamas don't have pockets, so it's over there in my jeans.
All right, moving on. Daredevil and Drummond asks, I'm going to jump the Bay of Fundy on my bicycle.
And they want advice, or they just want us to say, awesome!
There, on my bicycle? No. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please understand.
You need to get the ramp physics right. I know that much.
Even if you meant to ask us if this was a good idea, based on the fact you don't know the difference between a cogent sentence and a cogent question...
I don't know what that means.
Rick's making up words again, guys.
Rick, stop making up
I'm
words.
not making up words. Cogent. A cogent sentence. God.
Yeah,
I think-
Kojak.
Yeah,
Not-
I think it's Kojak.
No, it's not cogent. So the fact that you cannot form an actual question means that, yes, absolutely. I think that both Jesus and Darwin would agree you should attempt to jump the Bay of Fundy. Please. Please.
Live stream.
Build the largest, live stream it. Build the largest ramp you can.
Wear a No Jokes Barred t-shirt when you do it.
How come you're not wearing a No Jokes Barred t-shirt? You come on my mildly successful, my moderately... Alright, so you come on my show and you're not self-advertising?
I was trying to get into the Dear Rick Gold mood. I probably could have worn it underneath and done a reveal. I've got a Goat Whore t-shirt on, but those aren't for sale.
You have a... Oh, God.
Goat Whore, death metal band from New Orleans.
I'm unfamiliar with the Goat Whore. Roscoe's a fan.
The back of the t-shirt says, "Who needs God when you have Satan?" It's very clever. So, bottom line, great idea. Jump that thing. Wait, jumping the Bay of Fundy, what's on the other side?
Digby.
Is it just more water?
No, it's Digby.
Okay. So jumping from
St. John to
St.
Digby.
John to Digby, that's a pretty big jump.
It's a big jump.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Unless he goes like way up to the very peak of it where like it arcs and turns into Nova Scotia and he's like hopping a puddle. Like a tidal puddle. Technically that'd be jumping a part of the Bay of Fundy.
That version's weak sauce. No.
Love Lorne in Lorneville wants to know, how forlorn should I be over my lost love?
Well, it depends if it was any good or not. If it was a terrible situation fraught with conflict, then maybe you're better off. But if you have good memories of it and they left you anyway, you might be an insane person and you don't know how to read other people. So either way, you got what you deserved.
No. The answer is you should be completely devastated. The worst thing in the world is unrequited love. So what? You made a mistake. You didn't mean to have a family in the next neighborhood. That just it happens. It happens. John has 3. Sorry, man. So, the fact of the matter is everybody's got things, right? You got things. What about that friggin' pool boy you were dating last week? What about him?
That's the thing.
What about the dude with the wet cardboard condom? That was a thing. Don't think there wasn't somebody very completely ashamed of that thing.
That still could be more things.
That could very much be more
I think there's
things.
a few things growing inside of that.
It's funny how that really is disgusting. But at any rate, it is exactly, I've lost track. Moving on. All right, our final question for John Forward is from Mulling in Mactaquac. What's the best way to bring rectangular packages?
It's not mulling.
Sorry, muling. Sorry. Our final question.
There should be
of
an
the-
E in there, I think.
Really?
I don't know.
It's definitely not mulling.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
This is for our new segment, Ask the Listeners. How do you spell muling? The verb of mule, the action.
Our final question is from Muling in Mactaquac, who wants to know what's the best way to bring rectangular packages across the border without anyone knowing.
Paper condoms.
Oh no, that's so not true.
You stuff it in there.
No, you don't.
You put it on your wiener.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you don't want to do that.
So you just have the outer coating of rectangular objects.
The last thing you need is
Then you put it in your bum.
The last thing you need
You should
is
put like a string on, like punch a hole through here.
No, don't punch.
Tie a string to it.
You realize
so you can
that
pull
was
it
a
out.
used sample. You're handling.
He rinsed it really good.
He didn't rinse it. It's still warm.
No, I rinsed
It
it.
smells okay.
I rinsed it with warm water.
Oh, warm water. That's double cleanness.
Yeah,
I would have been happy with cold
That
water.
helps promote bacteria growth. All right,
No,
listen.
it is a +2 to cleaning.
Listen, okay, my professional advice is don't smuggle anything across the border. But if you have to, don't go rectangular. No. Think torpedo
Yeah,
shape.
you wanna shave those corners down.
Round, square, hard edges, not cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely want ovals. in
Listen to
your
him.
orifices.
He's an expert. He's been there. He knows.
Ovals for orifices, rectangles for. Rectum would be the obvious thing. But
He's
that's
had-
I'm supposed to say something different. for
Once
the
had
second line.
17 stitches. We don't want to explain how he. Well, previously you can draw the lines.
Rectangles not for rectums.
No, that's a mnemonic. Double R's. Rectangles, not for rectums.
Ovals
RNR.
for orifices.
For orifices. On that, Adam's gonna play us out.
This is good advice.
That was great, Adam.
That was terrible.
I like it.
First, yeah, but next week though, think of how much better
It's
it's.
a hot lick.